welcome to episode 9 of the Miss Strawberry Makes podcast. I'm Michelle, maker behind the Miss Strawberry Makes podcast. This is a knitting podcast, a crochet podcast, sewing, and any other crafty shenanigans I get up to. You can find me on Instagram as Miss Strawberry Shortgirl, on Ravelry as Miss Michelle Bell. We have a Ravelry group called the Strawberry Patch, and the show notes for this potty will be on my blog, Strawberry Cottage Journal, link below. Well, hey, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you're a old faithful viewer, thanks so much for coming back, guys. It means so much. And if you're a new viewer just trying this podcast out for the first time, hey, welcome. I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, I hope you just have fun listening to my crafty talk. So, well, first off, I want to say thank you so much for the great response I got to my giveaways. I had one on the Ravelry group and also one on Instagram, so there were 2 chances for you to win something, and I've drawn the winners, but I'll talk about that at the end of the podcast. So, okay. Let's go ahead and begin with finished objects. My first finished object is not something that I talked about yet. It's something I just made up, and it is this fox cushion. Hopefully you can see it. It's a gift for my great aunt, who I do some cleaning for, and her birthday is coming up this week. So for her birthday present, I made her this fox cushion. She loves squirrels, foxes, deer, all the woodland creatures. She just loves them. Actually, she feeds the squirrels cookies in her backyard, and they see fox and deer and, feed them apples and things. And, yeah, so I had an idea to make her a fox cushion, and so I just made this one up. It is, the round cushion tutorial I used was Sandra of Cherry Hearts, I'm pretty sure. I'll put a link to that. And then what I did was I started with black for the little nosy, and then, the second round I did half orange and half off-white, and then working my way up as it increases, I added another off-white each time, so that it went up like that for 3 times, and then I started keeping the orange even as I went out the rest of the way, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. With a total of, well, there were 10 stitches between each increase. If you're familiar with that pattern, if you read the pattern, it'll make more sense. So that, and then just a plain orange back, and then I joined it with single crochet of orange and embroidered on the little smiling closed eyes. And the ears, I just picked up, I think it was 15 stitches for orange on the back, and the first 2 I did through both loops, but then the first 2 and last 2, but then the middle 11, it'd be right, I did just the back loop, so I picked it up going from the back, and then I just worked it in a triangle, back and forth, decreasing on each end, on each row, by single crocheting 2 together, because these are single crochets. And then for the white, I just picked up the front 11 loops in the middle there, and just the front loops, and did the same decreases. So the white is a little smaller than the orange, and then I joined them with black, just single crochet, and I did a few at the top to make the round, and since the white is smaller than the orange, and I just kind of held them together to fit, kind of stretched it, it kind of makes it so that the back is a little baggy, you know, because it's bigger, which is really nice. It was a happy mistake because I didn't know I was going to crochet it together. I thought I was just going to sew the white down, and I was like, I need some black on there so that it looks more like a fox than a cat. And, yeah, actually it worked really well. The ears stand up really nicely because they've got some substance to them, and they kind of stand out and almost look more like, shaped like a fox ear would be. I mean, I know this is just a little cartoony version of one, but still, I really was happy with how that turned out. So I think that's pretty sweet, and I think she'll love it. I want to make myself one in more like a pastel-y version, like maybe a peachy color for the orange, and still the off-white, and either black, or maybe I'll do like a gray for the black parts, so it's more just like a muted pastel-y version, because I love pastels. But I think Aunt Becky's really gonna like this. So, yep, there's that. Happy with that. Oh, so cute. There's that. The only other finished object I have for today is I've been working on more of my bags. I'm pretty happy with my results now. I added the little D-ring for you guys to put your stitch markers on, and on the last episode, one of you lovely viewers, oh my goodness, I can't remember your name and I forgot to write it down, but you know who you are. You put a link to a tutorial for zipper ends, little tab ends like that, and I was like, that is just what was missing. That is what was bothering me, and I think it just gives it such a much more finished look, don't you think? Oh, I just love it. So anyway, this is a macaroon bag. This will be going in the shop. This is actually the only one I have for the shop so far. But now I've got my pattern down, I think I can just go to town. And yeah, pretty happy with it. This is the small size, sock size. Wait, who is this? Yeah, this is the small, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's the small size. So for like a sock project. But anyway, there's that. So be looking for, oh yeah, I have an Etsy too. I'll put the link to that in my show notes too. Miss Strawberry makes Etsy shop. Hopefully within the week or 2 weeks maybe, I will get some bags listed, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Okay. And then, yep, that's all I have for finished objects, so how about some works in progress? My lovely Beatrix Potter Colors Granny Cardi, a good vintage by Fran Morgan. It's the second one I've made. If you haven't seen this before, this is the second one I've made. I made one in cheery Kath Kidston-esque brights, and this one is a springy Beatrix Potter inspired pastel version. I've got the pieces all done. I've got the whole body, both sleeves. Just gotta sew them together and do the border and the buttons and the blocking, and we'll be good to go. So I don't really have a whole lot to say about this. I think I've said enough on it in the previous 2 episodes. I'm really happy with it. It's funny, I would be working on it at night and I would second guess all of my color choices. I'd be like, are these really working together? I don't know if I like this or not. And then in the morning I'd be like, yeah, I love this actually. What am I talking about? And here I came to realize it's because of the light at night. Lamplight just does not compare to daylight, you know. So I do love it, just not as much in lamplight. I like it in daylight. Although it's really overcast today, so it's mostly lamplight today anyway. But I still love it, even with overcast light. Sorry, rambling. But does that ever happen to you guys? Like at night, you'll be like, this looks horrible. What the world was I thinking? And then the next morning, you're like, actually, no, this is nice. What was I thinking last night? But yeah, That's just a little insight into how my fuzzy brain works. And then my only other work in progress at the Mo is I am working on making up a sock pattern just for the fun of it. I have it in my little prototype macaroon bag, which ended up being too small, although I did fit a sock in it. So, okay. I was looking for this. My nephew Jackson loves these little tiny bobbiny things. And I have a little, I don't know if it's in frame, but I have a little pile of them over there. And I couldn't find the yellow. It's the top of the pyramid, and it was missing. I don't even know how it got in here. Oh well. Okay, so I am using Knit Picks Chroma Fingering in Sugar Cookie. How delicious is that? It looks more, I think it should be called Mermaid. It looks more like Mermaid to me, but Sugar Cookie sounds delicious, so let's go with it. Okay, so I've been doing a mix of bobbles and waves, and just on the leg part. Words left me for a while there, sorry about that. Because I think the bobbles would be irritating, like, inside your shoe. But up on the ankle, it should be okay. At first, I was going to call this the Macaron Sock, inspired by macarons. Because I think these look kind of like the tops of little macaroons, and then the little wave looks kind of like the filling all squished out. You know how, like, the edges of macaroons are a little squishy. But, the more I made it, the more I thought, you know what? That makes me think of an Easter egg. Like the decoration on an Easter egg. So maybe you guys can vote in the comments below and say whether you think it should be called Macaroon Sock or the Easter egg sock. I'm kind of torn between the two right now. So just tell me what you guys think. Maybe once I get it worked up and worked out, I'll put the directions for how I did it on my blog, if you're interested. So, yep. I love this yarn, but my only complaint is that at certain points, see how the color, like, very gradually turns to a different color? There were certain points where it stopped suddenly and they joined in a different piece in a completely different part of the color graduation. And that really bugged me, so I had to, like, I don't have it with me. I had to, like, take off quite a bit, and I thought, well, maybe I'll be able to use it somewhere else, but that kind of bummed me out. Hopefully it doesn't happen too often to where I won't have enough left to make a coherent sock, but we'll see what happens. So, yes. And that, I can't remember. I think it's actually 100% wool. And it's just a single ply, which can be a bit of a booger too. I find I like things with more than one ply. So, anyway, you'll live and learn. Okay, those are my works in progress. Next, let me tell you my little plan I have to go with my Beatrix Potter Cardi. Okay, here it is. You may remember, if you've been watching since the beginning, this fabric. Bunnies and teacups. I got it from an Etsy shop called Janum, or Janum, Janum, New York. Little fabric shop on there. She has the sweetest fabrics, I'm telling you. It's hard to pick just a few. But this is Quiltgate. I forget what the name of it doesn't say on here. It's printed in Japan. Quiltgate brand. But yeah, I want to make a dress out of this for probably Easter, if I can manage it. And I think it would go well with my Beatrix Potter Cardi. It's got all the pastels too. Oops, I'm caught. Okay. Yeah, I think it will. And I'd like to use this pattern if all the pieces are in here. I just found this at my favorite thrift store for $1. Probably View D with the little short sleeves. This pattern's just from the year 2000, so it's a little old, I guess, 18 years old now. But, yeah, I think that'll be a nice pattern to use for that. Well, because as you can see, my oldie but a goodie for today is my Beatrix Potter dress that I think I told you about last time. This is some vintage Beatrix Potter fabric. The bodice, my friend Gus got me this for either my birthday or Christmas. Can't remember which, quite a few years ago now. And for the longest time I used this fabric just as like a dresser scarf. And then the skirt fabric I got a few years after, and still a couple years ago, and it went so well, but it's like a all over print. Let me show you. See if you can see. So they don't match, hopefully you can hear me, but they go, I feel like, because they're all in pastels. So and let's see if you can see. The skirt fabric has like all different scenes on it. And some are upside down, like it goes right ways upside down, right ways upside down, like that. But I just made sure the one with Peter was right side up and good to go. So this is going to be a very Beatrix Potter episode. I'm sure the title will have something to do with Beatrix, because it's very heavy on Beatrix Potter things. So yeah, this is this dress. This bodice, oh, and look, here's my little vintage Jemima Puddle Duck pin. Isn't it cute? I don't know if you can see that. So, eBay. Yeah. The bodice. I got the pattern for the bodice, just a simple fitted bodice out of a sewing magazine. It's called Sew News or something. It was like a specialty one that I got. It was like all vintage styled stuff. Got it at Sam's Club. It came with a couple patterns, and then this pattern was inside, and you just like traced it. I'll try and pull that magazine out so I can either put a picture in the show notes or, well, a picture and probably, excuse me, please, let you know what it was. But anyway, and then the skirt is just a simple dirndl or drindle or dirndl, I think is how you say it, skirt, just a gathered skirt, just 2 lengths of straight fabric, the entire width of the fabric. I think I cut it like 24 inches maybe, I'm pretty short. So, and then it's just got a little 1.5 inch hem, I see. So, yep, just gather it on and zip in the back. So, yep, simple. I've got lots of dresses this style. So, they're a little snug right now because I put on a few pounds, but thankfully it usually goes in my bottom area rather than my top. But, yeah, okay, we won't go there. But, yeah. Okay, so that was my plan. The cute teacup bunny fabric, my oldie but a goodie Beatrix Potter dress. Now how about some looky what I got. Okay, let's start with one of you sweet podcast viewing friends named Donna contacted me and wanted to send me some Beatrix Potter fabric. Sorry if that was super crinkly. And I was like, well, I can't turn down Beatrix Potter fabric, so I accepted her gracious offer. Thanks so much, Donna, if you're watching. Hopefully you are. I love it. I haven't decided yet what to do with it. It's decorator weight fabric. Let me stand back so you can get a better view of it since it's rather a large print. And it is from, it says 1978 on the selvage. Isn't that just darling? Yeah, so it's decorator weight. Probably I'll make some large bags out of it so that you can see more of the design. And maybe I'll even share some with you guys at a later point here since it was shared with me so generously. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And then she also included in the parcel some Beatrix Potter rubber stamps. Aren't they just adorable? They say 1990. It was just a little girl then. I love them. I never really do paper crafting, but this makes me want to. Or I suppose I could even stamp onto fabric. That would be fun. They're so sweet. I love them. Thank you, Donna. And she also put in this pretty little tag, which I assume she must have made. And this sweet, sweet little strawberry, which she made. It says so right here. A strawberry for Miss Strawberry Makes, made by Donna H. Thank you, Donna. Look, it's like what you'd stick your pins into to sharpen them. A very big version of it. Isn't that sweet? I love it. I love anything strawberry, of course. I just love it. I love everything. Thank you, Donna. You're such a sweetheart. So there's that. And then also, I have been very blessed these past 2 weeks since I've seen you last. My friend Victoria of Wonky Stitches on Instagram, when I posted a picture of me wearing the Tea and Biscuits collar that Fairy Tale Collars made with the Jammy Dodgers as the little ties, I told you someone was sending me some, and it was she. It was the lovely Victoria. She sent me some delicious Jammy Dodgers. Unfortunately, I can't show you those because they did not last very long here. I devoured them like a little piglet. But I did share with my mom and my sister Aim, so... Oh, just kidding. But she also sent me this, which I have not eaten because I don't eat paper. Favorite West Country tea time recipes. Cakes, scones, buns, and biscuits. And a Lime Regis postcard, which is where she's from. Isn't the internet just amazing? You can make friends from halfway across the world. That it just astounds me. But I'm so excited. I haven't made anything yet out of this. But I'm excited too. I want to make probably everything. Such a sweet little book, and I love recipe books. Like, I will read them just for fun. And this one even just has cute illustrations of cottages and things. Yeah, that Dorset apple cake sounds really yummy. But yeah, so thanks, Victoria. I love it. That is so sweet of you. And the Jammy Dodgers were everything I thought they would be. They were delish. So thanks so much. And then also, my sweet friend here in real life, Renee, she's actually the mother of my best friend from girlhood, but now she's my friend too, since we're all grown up. It's funny how that happens. She got me Peter Rabbit tea. That's what I'm drinking right now. It's gotten a bit cold, but it's still really good. It is from the new movie that's come out, which I haven't seen yet. I want to see it really bad, but I want to go with the wee rabbits, so I need to work it out with them when would work with their mothers. So, it's a caffeine-free herbal blend of ginger and orange bergamot mint. It's really good and refreshing. Usually I don't like mint tea, but with that ginger in it, it just gives it a little zip, which is really nice. It's called Peter's Garden Tea. And it's from the Republic of Tea. It's very good, very delicious. And it smells like a garden. In a good way. Love it. Thank you, Renee. I don't know if you watch this, but thank you. I'm gonna drink this before it's completely cold. Ah, and it's in my Flopsy Bunnies cup, which I got last year, I think, at Home Goods. It's Wedgwood. It's very nice. I always scour the children's section for Peter Rabbit things, Beatrix Potter things. Ooh, that was a big gulp, sorry. Okay, and then, oh, I also want to show you, this is something I bought myself. Another Peter Rabbit thing. Well, this cute little berry basket was from Target in their Easter stuff. For some reason, I cannot resist anything berry basket shaped. And this one is sparkly in like a yummy jade green. Yes, I love it. It was only $1. Okay, but that's not actually what I meant to show you. It's just holding what I was going to show you. Got a little Peter Rabbit play set. It's for the movie too. This little Peter Rabbit, doesn't he look like a calico critter or a Sylvanian family little critter? And he came with this little garden, and the little carrots come out, and the little lettuces or cabbages or whatever they are, they all come out of this little raised garden bed. And there's a little gate that opens and does not keep him out. He can just walk right in because he's Peter Rabbit. There's no way he'd be able to squeeze under that gate. It's pretty close fitting, but he's big enough he can just open this one. And then it also came with a little watering can and a pumpkin, which the pumpkin confuses me because I think of carrots and lettuces or cabbages in spring and pumpkins are fall, but I guess you can grow those things in the fall too. But anyway, no sense in thinking about it too hard. Isn't he cute? He's so fuzzy, like a calico critter. Hi guys. Okay, sorry, I'm done. But yeah, so I got that because I could not resist. And when I got it, Wes, Abby, and Jack were with us, and Jack's like, I want to play with that when we get home. I was like, okay. So he played with it with his Legos. I think he thought the carrots were pretty amazing. Then also, this has nothing to do with Beatrix Potter or sewing or knitting or crafting in any way, but look at these cute Pyrex I got. They're little Pyrex containers, storage containers. They hold 4 cups. And this one I filled with pastel marshmallows. I actually don't like marshmallows, but the kids like them so much, and they're so cute that I buy them for the kids to eat and for me to look at because they're cute, even though I don't really care for them. That I bought marshmallow fluff too. I love the vintagey container it comes in. I can eat marshmallow fluff easier than I can actual marshmallows, but still. And then this one with the bunnies is full of Smarties. So, that is just adorable. Love them. And then the only other thing I have to show you that I got is this cute purse. This is from Walmart. And it's shaped like a little ice cream milkshake. I mean, it's got a straw. Isn't that cute? It doesn't hold a lot, but it's just so adorable and very like Betsy Johnson or Kate Spade always has cute novelty purses, and I would have no hope of affording either of those. So $10 at Walmart, couldn't pass that up. They have one of pink like a pink thing of popcorn. And I'd kind of like to get that one too, because I have some vintage circus themed fabric that would make a really cute dress, and that purse would go perfect with that dress, wouldn't it? It would. But we'll see. Yeah. So, okay, that's all I have to show you in the looky what I got. Hey, now let's announce the winners of the giveaways. Okay, on the Instagram one, I've already posted who won, so you know who you are. I'll just tell you guys, though, it was Sweet and Bubbly, and she won this prize. If you remember from the last episode, I showed you a different bag that was going to be in the giveaway, but it did not go very well with the yarn that's in the giveaway, which is this Sonora Sunset. It was kind of clashing with it, actually, because it was this. I didn't like it together. So I made a little bluebird one to go with instead, and it has the new zipper ends and the D-ring, so it's actually an improvement on the one that was going to be the giveaway, so good. So 2 balls of Knit Picks Felici in Sonora Sunset, some yummy candies, and some yummy teas, and some yummy gum. So, congratulations, Sweet and Bubbly. I don't think you watch this, but if you do, congratulations. I hope you love it. So anyway, I have a good deal of this fabric left, and I'm going to be making up some of these for in the shop too, so keep your eyes peeled for those. And I got some different interfacing that's much stiffer. The crinkling is the candy, not the bag, but I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. Really pleased. So there's that. And then, drum roll, the giveaway for here on the blog. Let's see. Is number 5. Okay, it's Sock Knitter on Ravelry, Debbie. So, Debbie, if you're watching this, you've won! You've won this giveaway. Please contact me and give me your shipping details, and I will get this sent off to you. If you don't contact me within a few days, or I'm not sure how long, I'll get a hold of you if you don't get a hold of me, but if you would, go ahead and get a hold of me. You've won this medium-sized prototype Miss Strawberry Makes bag with the little wristlet. And this is cotton webbing. I prefer cotton webbing to the polyester or whatever it is. And 2 balls of Knit Picks Felici and Punch Bug. Some sprinkles, rainbow sprinkles, the confetti kind. I love those. And some more of those candies. Some Tootsie Roll eggs, which are super delicious, I think. Some of that tea, Super Berries by the English Tea Shop, and 2 skeins of Knit Picks, Lion Brand Yarns, Ice Cream Sprinkles in Rainbow, just like my sprinkle sweater, so 2 of those. Woo! There went the sprinkles. So, thank you to all who entered. I really, really enjoyed reading your favorite things about spring. Oh, I should read what Debbie said. She said, my favorite things about spring are the warmer weather and the rebirth of all the wonderful flowers and plants. Hear, hear. I love that too. So, yeah, I loved all of you guys' comments. Thanks so much to everyone who entered. So, I think that's all for this episode. Yep, that's all I have written down, so that must be all. Thanks so much for watching, guys. It means so much. If you haven't already subscribed, that'd be great if you did so. As those numbers grow, there'll be more giveaways coming your way, so it's to your benefit if you subscribe. So, thanks so much, guys. Happy making!